wonderful beings of love and light. How are you? How are you? Very nice to be with you once again. This is going to be a general reading, so it's for everyone, and it's going to cover relationships, career, money, whatever comes up. I'm just going to pull some cards and find out what's going to be happening. And you know, the readings for any time as well, for no specific time period. So I'm using the Colette Baron-Reid's Good Tarot, and I've also got her Wisdom of the Oracle in case you need some backup. So let's have a look to see what the collective needs to be aware of going forward. What does the collective need to be aware of for their highest and greatest good, please, in the areas of relationships, career and money? Let's find out. Let's have some fun with this tarot game. Let's have some fun. Oh, there you go. There's a couple just going to fly off there. I'm just going to pause the video because I need to pick them up. Well, I just picked them up. They're all facing downwards, so I won't be counting them. And just to let you know, I'm not doing reversals with this deck. Just so you should be aware of that when I lay the cards out. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we go now. Okay. So let's have a look. Let's see what we have got. So let's have a look at relationships first of all. Okay, so for relationships, you've got the Ten of Water, you got love, or the lovers, and the Page of Fire, so the Page of Wands. So that's looking good for a start, isn't it? Let's have a look at career. Career, you've got Tower, Ace of Fire, so Ace of Wands, and you've got the Emperor, or Empress, sorry, the Empress. Okay, so that's good stuff. And then let's have a look at money. Money, you've got the King of Earth, so King of Pentacles, the Sun, and you've got the Emperor. Okay, so it's looking well aspected for those three main areas. So let's have a look through. So ten of Water, Ten of Cups. This is the ultimate in relationships in that sense, isn't it? You got the happy Buddha here. So this means, or could mean, that your relationship is very steady at this moment in time. It's full of love and joy and happiness. Or you could be meeting someone new who's going to be bringing that to you. You know, so love is well aspected here, or relationships. Doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. This can also be relationships in general, within the family life, within the work life, social life as well. So it's looking very good there, because you've also got the lovers. Okay, so the lovers, as we know, is the getting together of two people who are very like-minded, who complement each other, who are building a good, strong relationship with each other. So they are intertwined. Their lives are intertwined in some way. They just gel with each other in some way. You know, it could be soulmate, it could be anything along those lines. You know, so it could also be a choice of relationships, because the lovers at one time in the original tarot used to see like three people. So it could be, there could be a choice here as well, not in a negative way, but perhaps between friends or work, or a choice to be made within the relationship, perhaps. You know, that's going to benefit. It's going to be of benefit, because you have got the Page of Fire. So there's passion coming in, it's news of something positive coming in that's to do with something that you enjoy doing. So this could also be connected to your career. If you work from home, if you decided to work from home in the more recent times, or you're starting out with something new and you're building up a community, a spiritual tribe, a digital tribe, perhaps digital soul tribe, you know. And this is well aspected, because it looks like these relationships, whatever the relationship happens to be, it's going to be very well aspected. You've got the 10, you've got the 6, and you've got the 1, 16, 17. 1 and 7 is 8. 8 is power. Well, not so much power, control over your life, over your circumstances. It's strength. It's the strength card in the tarot, or it could also be the justice card. So, the relationship could be justified in that sense. So it's looking very good as far as relationships go. Moving over to the career side of things, we have got the Tower, and that is obviously something that's going to change very quickly. So there could be a new element coming into your life regarding your career, in the sense of major change is happening, and that could well be to do with the current climate. It could also be that you have decided to leave the drudgery behind, to leave the 9 to 5 behind, and start something new, start out on your own. And that's a sudden change that you've decided to make. You've decided, no, I'm quitting my job, I'm moving forward. I'm going out on my own, I'm going to create my own business, doing whatever it is I enjoy doing. And that could be it. And then that way you're making new friends, meeting new people that you are enjoying life with. They're a happy bunch. You all gel together. So this could be like a new soul tribe that you're creating as well, as a result of you making this major change. It is well aspected because you've got the Ace of Fire, the Ace of Wands, so it's a new beginning. So I feel that this is very much someone coming out and deciding maybe to work from home. That could be maybe a few of you. For others, it could well be within the workplace, getting a new role within the workplace. And you could be creating something there. It's maybe a sudden promotion, and as a result, it brings in like a new birth, if you like, because we have got the Empress here as well. So it's the birth of something new within your career. Something new is going to definitely happen, and it's going to be fertile as well. It's going to be very well aspected in that regard. It's a good change. We've got, numerology wise, we've got the 16, 17 and the 3, which is 20. So that reduces to 2, which is like relationships. That's to do with working with people. I feel you're going to be working with a lot of people. Now this could be something that maybe you've been doing as a side hustle, and you've decided to go full time. It could be like a direct selling business. It could be something that you've been doing online. You've created a following for that. Perhaps on social media, you've created a huge following who are buying your products or your services, and you've decided to make it a full-time business. So you've made that sudden decision to do that because of the current situation that could come into it as well, depending on when you're listening or watching this reading. So your career is very well aspected indeed, as are your finances, because you have got King of Earth, Mr. CEO, the boss man, in charge of the money. He knows exactly how to manage his money. He's very prosperous and very positive about that as well. So this is a male energy, but it can also be for females, lady bosses as well. There's no gendership with these cards. This is just like the masculine kind of energy. You've got the get up and go, you've got the motivation, and you're doing very well out of it. You've also got the sun, joy and happiness, shining light on what you're doing, and it's very well aspected in that sense, because it is showing up in your life to be something that you should have maybe done a long time ago. Maybe you feel, for some of you anyway, and now you've made that decision to take that move, or make that move, maybe work from home instead of in the workplace, working for yourself instead of for someone else, be your own boss. That is certainly giving you that feeling of joy and happiness and well-being and peace, inner peace inner satisfaction, a sense of fulfillment in your life. And that is borne out also by the Emperor. So you've got the Empress and the Emperor. And the Emperor is the master builder, the master planner. He's the guy who has the power, the authority, and you are becoming the go-to person in your field. Whatever it is you've decided to do for yourself, whatever it is that you enjoy, whether this is in the workplace or whether this is something you are starting yourself, you are the go-to person, in your field, in this particular field. And people are looking towards you as the authority, as the one that they can come to and getting good advice about whatever it is that you're doing, whether that's in a spiritual level way, maybe you started up some kind of spiritual practice, or whether that's in a more practical sense, perhaps you become an organic farmer, or you've entered into the world of construction as being your own boss. Whatever it happens to be, it's you are the master. You've got the expertise to do that, and you started that as the magician, and you've worked all the way through to the Emperor now, and you are the boss person. So this is well aspected indeed. So the whole reading basically is saying, wow, go for it. If you are deciding to make a big change in your life, whether that's to do within a relationship, or as in linking it to your career, that is certainly well aspected. On relationships by itself, I would say that everything is great. You've got a well balanced relationship, and things are looking great at this moment in time if you're already with someone. If you're looking for someone new, it looks like someone's coming in very soon who will be giving you that passion that perhaps that you're looking for, and to bring that sort of zest and zing into your relationship. And that can also have a knock-on effect from the energy from the other cards, and also because you've got the Empress and you've got the Emperor, that could also be a possible long-lasting relationship as well. So the relationship is certainly well aspected in every way. Cards here, you've got there the King, which is 1, 19, 20, and 4 is 24, 6. So 6 is balance. Can also mean like a temporary opportunity. So perhaps the window to do this change, this sudden change, or to make that decision is limited, possibly, depending on when you're watching this. Now, you have this window of opportunity. Something happens within your life in a sudden way that perhaps is the final straw that breaks the camel's back, as they say, and you decide, yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. That's it. I've had enough. I'm turning my back on whatever it was I was doing before, and I'm going out on my own. Or within the workplace, like I said, it could be a sudden promotion, and you're offered a sudden promotion, and it could be a higher level, maybe 2 or 3 levels higher to where you are currently. So obviously that brings on a lot more responsibility, and there may even be other aspects of working longer. Yes, you get the money, but then you have to put in the hours, to earn that money. But if you enjoy doing it, you're creating a more stable home life as well. So your home life will be affected by whatever it is you choose to do with your career, but certainly from a financial sense, it's looking good. And from an emotional sense, because you've got the 10 of Cups here, the 10 of Water, it's looking good in that way. So there is a certain amount of balance on the home life as well. Caveats. Temporary opportunity, like I said, it is a choice. The Lovers, as I said, is a choice card as well. So there is a choice of doing that. 10 is also a transition card. So you could be moving into this kind of new relationship, as I said, or new phase, a new page of your relationship, turning a leaf. And it could be quite sudden, but it's certainly going to be very fortunate, very prosperous. All in all, guys, relationship, career and work going forward, whatever time period it is when you're watching this, is looking very, very good indeed. I'm just going to take a couple of the Oracle, or the wisdom of the Oracle cards, just to see what we get on here, see if there's any clarification or any corroboration that I get from these cards. So let's have a look to see. Perhaps there's a particular area for some of you that you need to focus on. Let's have a look. Okay, so we got the Yang. I think Yin is male and Yang is female energy, so that's looking good. So this is life. Like Yin and Yang is life in general. So life in general for you is going to change dramatically over the next period, you know, and it's going to be a major change. And I'm feeling could be within a couple of months or a couple of weeks, couple of months, depending on when you're watching this. You know, big change. Certainly, big change is coming up, and it's very well aspected. I'll have a look in the book in a moment to see what that says exactly. We have also got round and round. So for some of you, you may be feeling that I've been here before. You know, you've got that idea that everything that's happening here has happened before, and perhaps in the past it hasn't quite worked out as well. But just remember that things do go around in cycles. You know, as I said, that's a transition card. A 10 is a transition card. That's moving on to the next page, the next chapter, the next phase in your life. You know, and you've got the sun. The sun goes up and down, doesn't it? You know, for our day, it crosses our day, and then it disappears and comes back again in the morning. As far as we're concerned, you know, I mean, obviously it's there all the time, we know, but for us, for the day and night kind of situation, it's there during the day, then disappears and comes back again. So you have those cycles, and cycles do go round and round. So things do happen for a reason in that sense. So if it's coming round again, it is for a reason. Let's have a look in the book to see what it says. So we've got Yang, and I believe that's number 1. Let's see if I can read this without my normal reading glasses. Right, here we go. Okay, so for the Yang, that is the masculine principle of movement, so not the female, and creative activity, the power to make things happen, taking action. So the overall message then, the Yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. So now is the perfect time to act. That's what I was saying about the, you know, like a temporary opportunity. So now is the perfect time to act, for you can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come to fruition if you proceed confidently. This card signifies new life and is a sure sign that obstacles have been overcome. There is no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your destiny now. And that, I think, speaks particularly to those who are taking a big leap into perhaps going out on their own with their own business and starting up working for yourself, and maybe working from home in that sense. It is a temporary opportunity in the sense of you have to make a decision now. Now's the time to act. You know, yes, it can come back round again, but you know, now is well aspected. Probably the best time to make that move, if you like. So round and round is number 25. So let's have a look. Round and round. So the essential meanings then of round and round is the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated, cycles you're challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. So like I was saying, perhaps you have been in this kind of situation before and it hasn't quite worked out before for whatever reason, but this is different. This is different. Okay? The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear you've gone backward, the truth is you are standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances, and you will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. Okay, so that's the way it is, guys, because when we try something before and it hasn't quite worked out, we learn from that. We learn from whatever mistakes we make. We learn from whatever it was that we didn't do. I mean, then we can say, well, going forward, I will do this and this. So you build on those mistakes, you build on those failures, and use them as stepping stones to your success. Okay, so that is basically the message that I've got for you today, guys. Whatever it is you're doing, whether it's your relationship, whether it's your career, whether it's your finances, they're all integrated. They're all connected. I didn't expect that when I started out. I thought I'd have like 3 separate kind of mini readings here, but they are all integrated. So it looks like for some of you at least, you're going to be starting at home, working from home for yourself. For others, it will mean a new promotion. It will still affect your home life. And there are those of you obviously who are in an existing relationship and it's going to be very stable, very there may be a sudden change within your relationship. For some of you guys, that could well be either a more committed relationship or a new addition to the family. Okay, so a sudden change in that way. Or it could be a new relationship starting that's going to be perhaps even business related, in the sense of romantically business related, in that you're going to be working together on something, because relationships did come up in that, in that reading as people getting together. But overall, relationships, work-wise, career-wise, financially or romantically, all very well aspected. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, guys. I certainly enjoyed sharing it with you. And if you'd like to support me, there's ways you can do that in the description. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, there's a way to contact me in the description as well. So until next time, guys, thank you so much.